Hello, hi, namaskar everyone. Let's get started with the chapter linear programming. Let's cover it within 20 minutes. Of course, I'll try to. So what is this chapter all about? I'll say let's understand the application of this chapter through an example, through a question. The best way to learn maths is practice. So I think with this question, I'll try to cover all the theory and all the concepts which you need to know regarding this chapter, linear programming. So first of all, you'll be given something like this, where you will be asked to solve a question based on linear programming graphically most of the times. So what we do here is you are given, first of all, a relation which you need to optimize. There's this Z I need to optimize. Optimization means minimization or maximization. So this Z is given as 2x plus 3y. So I need to get its maximum value under some conditions. Which conditions? That x plus y will always be less than or equal to 4, x will be greater than or equal to 0, y will be greater than or equal to 0. So if I try to solve it graphically, the best method here is, first of all, plot the graph. So sir, this could be the y-axis and here this could be the x-axis. Yes or no? Everybody understanding this part comfortably? Then sir, the next thing what you say is that here, whenever somebody says that x is greater than or equal to 0, what do you mean by that? Sir, positive side of x-axis or 0. So I'll say from 0, all the things which are there on the right hand side of this 0 along with the x-axis is x greater than or equal to 0. When somebody says y greater than or equal to 0, we do realize anything which is above 0 along with the positive side of y-axis, this portion. So don't you think that they are technically talking about either origin or first quadrant or x-axis positive part or the positive part of y-axis? Great. So this is the region where they are looking for the maximization of this result, which is given by z, 2x plus 3y. But sir, there is one more condition. What restriction? That is that here you are saying x plus y to be less than or equal to 4. X plus y to be less than or equal to 4. Forget this. Can I say x plus y is equal to 4? I can draw. You have studied coordinate geometry. You know straight lines. So if you know straight lines, can you not say that this could be x by 4 plus y by 4 is equal to 1? So in the intercept form, you can write this equation or you can draw this straight line. How will you draw this straight line? So this straight line will be intersecting x-axis at 4, 0, y-axis at 0, 4. So this straight line would look somewhat like this. Everybody understanding it? So this straight line would be intersecting x-axis at 4, 0, y-axis at 0, 4. Now you help me, which region is it denoting? Sir, what expression are you talking about? I'm talking about this expression where I'm saying x plus y is less than or equal to 4, because originally I don't need the line. I need either something on or below the line or on or above the line. But sir, how do you decide it? I'll say the best way is to check it with the help of origin. Check whether origin satisfies it or not. This line has divided this plane into two regions. So origin lies in one of the regions and origin does not lie in other region. So let me check whether origin satisfies this inequality or not. So if I push 0 and 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 is less than or equal to 4. So if I say that 0 is less than or equal to 4, which means origin satisfies this inequality. So they are talking about the region below this straight line. But mind you students, they also said this part that don't you forget that here you should stay in the first quadrant. So I'm staying in the first quadrant but below this line. So that's my region. This is the region where I can take all the x and y, from where I can take all the coordinates. So out of these x and y, I need to choose that x and y, the pair, technically the point through which or with the help of which I can maximize this z is equals to 2x plus 3y. Shall I tell you something very interesting? This optimization, which is either maximization or minimization, happens especially when you see it at corner points. So corner points are what? First of all, one corner point is 0, 4, let's call it A. One corner point is 0, 0, that's O. And one corner point is 4, 0, that's B. So if I find this Z at 0, 4. So if I try 0, 4, 2 into 0 plus 3 into 4, what value of Z do I get? This is 0, 3 into 4 is 12. This is one of the values. If I check it at 0, 0, I'll get 0 plus 0, that will be 0. If I try 4, 0, so 4 into 2 is 8 and 0 into 3 is 0, so that gives you 8. So out of these, among these values 12, 0 and 8, which one do you think is the highest? Which one do you think is the largest? Which one do you think is the maximum? I hope everybody accepts it that yes, set 12 is the maximum value. So here I'll say that the maximum value of z, which is 2x plus 3y, under these conditions or constraints will be 12, and that's your answer. Did you all understand the purpose of linear programming? So this is a very abstract example. Can you relate it with the real world so that we can understand how you actually apply it? Okay, so I'll take one more example. Let's solve one more question. So here is a word problem based on the same concept, linear programming. What does it say? It gives us some information that it says a manufacturing company makes two types of television sets. One is black and white, and the other one is colored. Okay, the company has resources to make at most 300 sets a week. Okay, so let's say the number of black and white televisions are X, the number of colored televisions are Y. So in a week, I can make maximum 300. So if I can make maximum 300 television sets where black and whites are X, colored are Y, the number of black and white televisions are X, the number of colored televisions are Y. So maximum number of TV sets at a time our company can make will be in a week will be X plus Y, which is less than equal to 300. That equation I hope makes complete sense. Okay, sir, we got it. Then it takes rupees 1800 to make a black and white set and rupees 2700 to make a colored set. So what does it say? Here it says that 1800 is the cost of making one black and white. So to make X black and white TV sets, it will cost me 1800 into X. And to form or make or build or construct a colored TV, I need 2700 rupees, and there are such Y TV sets. So this will be my cost. This will be my cost. The company can spend not more than 648,000. So this cost has to be less than 648,000. I hope everybody got this. 6,48,000. That's the cost which the company will bear in a week. I hope so far everything is understood. Now, what they say next is, I hope this part makes complete sense, that they do not spend like more than this money in a week. If it makes a profit rupees 510 rupees per black and white and 675 rupees per colored set. So that's that profit statement. So the profit here is given by, let me write it as P. The profit is given by, on every black and white, 510 rupees. So 510 into X will be my profit from black and white, and 675 rupees from the colored set. So 675 into Y will be my profit from the colored set. So this will be my profit in a week. That statement I hope makes complete sense. Then they are asking you how many sets of each type should be produced so that the company has maximum profit. Of course, anybody would like to gain the maximum profit. So we need to maximize it. Is it not a linear programming based question? Yes or no? Yes or no? So sir, how can we solve this? I think you have two conditions. First of all, the number of black and white and the number of color TV sets will be positive. It will not be negative. So it will be non-negative. So I'll say the number of black and white TV sets will be non-negative. The number of colored TV sets will be non-negative. So I have one condition from here, which clearly tells me that I'll be in the first quadrant. And there, the second condition is that the number of TV sets total will be less than 300. And the money which I'm spending will be this. So this is my third condition. Based on this, I'll first of all get a region. With that region, I'll get corner points. And at those corner points, I'll get the optimized value, maxima or minima. And I'll put those values and check the maximum profit. First of all, did you understand the modus operandi, the SOP, the standard operating procedure? So how do we solve this? Let's quickly get it done. Everybody, please pay attention. This is a straightforward, simple, decent, direct question. First of all, if I start plotting the region, can I be a little quick here? This would be the x-axis and y-axis. The first quadrant is what we are talking about. This is a very well sorted equation. X plus y is less than equal to 300. So I hope you do realize that this line will be intersecting x-axis at 300, 0 and y-axis at 0, 300. And if I talk about less than equal to 0, this is saying that this will be my region. But this is not my answer. I need to draw one more line. Which line, sir? This line. But before I draw this line, can I simplify this? Yes, I can. These two zeros and these two zeros are getting cancelled. I think there is a scope of getting it cancelled with the help of 9. Yes, 9 into 2 is 18, 9 into 3 is 27. Now 9, this is 6480. Don't forget there is 0 as well, so I need to divide it. Okay, so 9 into 7 is 63, remainder is 1. Then 9 into 2 is 18, and then this is 0. I think it cannot be cancelled further. So this equation simplifies as 2x plus 3y, 2x plus 3y less than equal to 720. I hope that's again a linear equation which I can get resolved with the help of a straight line. So if I draw a straight line, I hope you know the best practice to draw a straight line is simply nothing but what? To put x as 0 once and then y as 0 once. So if I try x as 0, 3y will be 720. So y will be 720 by 3. So 720 if divided by 3, I think it should be 240. Yes or no? 3 into 2. The remainder is 1. So 40. So it will be 240. So this straight line, when you draw, will have the y-intercept at 0, 240. So 0, 240 I'll find somewhere here. So this point will be 0, 240. Now, similarly, to know its y-coordinate, I mean where it will intersect the x-axis. So if it intersects the x-axis, y-coordinate will be 0. So when I push y as 0, 2x will be 720. So x will be 720 by 2. So x will be 360. So other point will be 360, 0. So this point will be somewhere here, 360, 0. Everybody getting this? Yes or no? So if I draw this straight line will be drawn somewhat like this. Now this also says less than equal to 720. So the region below this line. So now I am interested in this region. So what are the corner points now? Sir, if you could figure out the corner points. One corner point is this, which we already know. One corner point is this, which also we already know. One corner point, I hope you do understand, is this, which also we already know. There is one more corner point, this, which we haven't discovered yet. Okay, so let's quickly work out what could be the coordinates of D. Everybody with me, yes or no? So sir, there are technically two straight lines. X plus y is equals to 300, 2x plus 3y is equals to 720. If I solve them together, I could be able to crack them. So if I multiply this equation by 2, so it will become 2x plus 2y is equal to 600. If I multiply this equation, straight lines equation, if I treat it as, if I keep this equation as it is, which is 2x plus 3y is equals to 720. So if I subtract this from this, 2x and 2x are cancelled, y leaves you with 720 minus 600, which is 120. Everybody got this? Now this value of y, which is 120, if I push it here, I'll get x. So I think 180 I'll get, because 300 minus 120 is how much? 180. Yes or no? So if y is 120, x will be 180. So sir, what are you trying to say here? I'm trying to say this fact that D will have a coordinate 180, what? 120. So that's the coordinate of D. Everybody got this? So we have now cracked all of these corner points subject to these conditions. Yes or no? Now what are we supposed to do? We are now supposed to maximize it. So this P, I'll evaluate here, and here. I'll find it at 4 points, A, B, C, D. First of all, do you all agree that at B it will be 0? If I don't produce any TV, black and white or colored, 0, 0, so my profit will be 510 into 0 and 675 into 0, 0. So at B, I'm definitely not going to have any profit. Yes or no? If you're not producing anything, how can you have any profit? But look at this A. The profit at this point A will be, PA, I'm calling it 510 into 0, that's 0, plus 240 into 675. So 240 into 675. Can somebody do it for me? If you are in a live class, do it quickly. Then profit at point B, we have already worked it out. That will be 0. Let me find profit at C. Profit at this point C will be 300 into 510. So 510 into 300 plus 0 into anything is 0. Then one more point I'm left with, profit at D. Profit at D will be 180 into 510. So 510 into 180, and I feel that this could be the highest, but still let's work it out so that you stay convinced. And there 120 into 675. So that will be 675 into 120. So I'm using calculator. You should not, but I can because I'm your teacher. So I'll get all of these values calculated very quickly. For the first value, it is 240 into 675. This is, of course, in the examination, you won't be allowed to, but I'm your teacher. I have the liberty. I can. Why should I not? 162,000. So this profit will be 162,000. So 1,62,000 profit you'll make if you make only colored TVs, which are 240 number, and zero black and white TV. What if I make, sir, only black and white TVs, zero color TVs? In that case, the profit will be 5110 into 300, and that will be 153. That will be 153,000. So 1,53,000. That's even less. So it's better that you make only color TV. But sir, can we have something better? Let's calculate it. Profit here, which is, why is my phone not working today? 510 into 180, that is 91800, 91800 plus 675 into 120, that is 81,000. That is 81,000. Let's quickly add both of them. So 81,000 plus 91800 is amazingly well 1,72,800, and that's the best profit. You cannot have anything better than this. This is the best deal you can have. So what you'll advise as a financial advisor to this company, that produce at least 300 black and white TVs. I'm really sorry, I made a mistake. I'm really sorry. Produced 180 black and white TVs and 120 colored TVs. So if you are doing this, you are at your optimal best. I hope I have tried making you understand this concept. You have gotten something really decent out of this. So that's all from my end. If you have any queries or concerns, do let me know. We'd love to help you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. You have been a great audience.